Warriors of the Special Operations Forces of the Armed Forces of Ukraine in the Kursk region destroyed a dozen Russian soldiers and seized trophies. This was reported on the official Facebook page of the Special Operations Forces. According to the 6th Ranger Regiment of Ukraine's Special Operations Forces, Ukrainian forces successfully eliminated Russian troops. A dozen Russian soldiers during special operations in the Kursk Oblast, the Rangers stated. Following the engagement, Ukrainian troops seized enemy weapons and specialized equipment. The 6th Separate Ranger Regiment, part of Ukraine's Special Operations Forces, has been operating in the Kursk Oblast for an extended period. Initially established as a standalone formation, the Ranger Corps of the SOF was designed to meet NATO standards in both organization and equipment. Although the concept was introduced in 2022, implementation began in 2023 and gained momentum in the spring and summer of 2024. While the exact structure of the Corps remains classified, reports suggest plans for at least 4 regiments: the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th separate SOF Ranger regiments. According to the Military Chronicle, units of the 4th and 6th Ranger regiments have been most actively involved in combat operations in the Kursk Oblast. Russian sources report that Ranger units participated in repelling the summer Russian offensive in the north of the Kharkiv region, as well as in the Kursk operation. Russian sources have reported that Ukrainian Ranger units played a role in countering Russia's summer offensive in northern Kharkiv region and during Kursk operation. Unlike their U.S. counterparts, Ukrainian Rangers are equipped with heavy armored vehicles, including infantry fighting vehicles and tanks. Currently, the units engage in reconnaissance and sabotage missions, ambushes behind enemy lines, and direct combat operations to clear enemy positions. In the Kherson region, the Konkivsky Bridge near the occupied town of Oleshki was completely disabled by the Ukrainian Air Force. A photo and video of the blown-up bridge were posted in the Telegram group Kherson Non-Fake. An airstrike from a fighter jet was used to destroy the bridge. Today, around noon, the bridge ceased to exist, the group said. Back on October 18, 2024, one of the bridge spans was destroyed. Then the mined part of the bridge was blown up. The Ukrainian military controls the right bank of the Dnipro River, the Antonivsky Bridge, and the left bank up to the Konkivsky Bridge and the Konka River, beyond which is the occupied town of Oleshki. The Russians are constantly trying to recapture the lost part of the left bank, and we are not letting them do it, the military shared in February. Before the war, and at the beginning of the full-scale invasion, this overpass played the role of a kind of logical continuation of the famous Antonivsky Road Bridge, now also broken. The bridge near Oleshki over the Konka River is about 150 meters long. It is located about 3 kilometers from Antonivsky Bridge, which was blown up by the Russians before the deoccupation of the regional center. This area is considered a gray zone and is under the fire control of the Ukrainian armed forces from the higher right bank of the Dnipro. In December, it became known that Russian units in the Kherson area had begun attempting to cross the Dnipro to create a new bridgehead. Germany has created the 1st Territorial Defense Forces Division, Heimatschutz Division, which will consist of 6,000 soldiers. This was reported by the Federal Ministry of Defense of Germany. The announcement was made by Army Commander Alphonse Meiss on March 14th at a ceremonial formation at the Julius Lieber Barracks in Berlin. At the same time, it was announced that from April 1, 2025, the German Army will take command of the Territorial Defense Forces, which are currently under the command of a separate territorial command. In peacetime, the new division will be tasked with protecting critical infrastructure such as ports, railroad facilities, pipelines, roads, bridges, etc. It will also facilitate the transfer of troops and help in case of emergencies and natural disasters. However, if necessary, territorial defense will also be used to counter military threats and deter potential attackers. This solemn address is an important signal for the defense of our homeland. With the decision to subordinate the internal security forces to the Army, they will be managed centrally for the first time. I am convinced that they are in good hands in the Army, said Lieutenant General Andreas Hoppe, Deputy Inspector General of the German Army, in his speech. The Territorial Defense Division has become the 4th division of the land forces and is under the command of Major General Andreas Henne. According to Deutsche Welle, the plan to create a terrorist defense division is based on the assumption that the other 3 divisions of the army could be redeployed to NATO's eastern flank. For example, to Poland, Lithuania, or Estonia to deter or repel military aggression. In that case, Germany would need reliable rear defense. Currently, the Territorial Defense Forces are represented in all 16 federal states in the form of separate companies organized into 5 regiments, Heimatsschutz Regiment. They are staffed exclusively by reservists under the direction of commanders in specific regions. In October 2025, it is planned to form a 6th regiment, which will be stationed in Berlin. Starting in January 2025, the German Territorial Defense Forces began to conduct a basic military training course on their own. Previously, the recruits underwent 3 months of basic training in other units and branches of the Bundeswehr, after which they arrived for coordination in the Territorial Defense Unit. The 3-month training program includes handling and firing handguns, working with explosive devices, and terrain orienteering. They also receive training in the protection of premises and facilities, as well as work at checkpoints. Two Chinese state oil companies have halted purchases of Russian oil, and 2 more have decreased the amount of oil purchased. They are assessing compliance with the U.S. sanctions on Russia, Reuters reports. Since the U.S. sanctions were introduced on January 10th, imports from Russia sharply declined in China and India. A source in Beijing told Reuters that their company stopped buying oil from Russia until it gets a detailed compliance check. If the USA were to lift or ease sanctions against Russia in a possible ceasefire deal, then the company would probably resume purchases of Russian oil. 2 Russian companies, Surgutneftgaz and Gazprom Neft, export about 1.2 metric tons of oil to China per month.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. He's doing the job every day.